Hi guys, when toxic teacher is obsessed with his innocent student. 8 a.m. At the sidewalk of the road, a cute little boy was staring at the beautiful flowers blooming, his favorite, roses. Then a butterfly flew in front of his eyes and he followed it, laughing and giggling, loving the beautiful creature. His innocence was so adorable as his mama papa always said, but he did not know this innocence will cost him something he doesn't want. That innocent boy was being followed continuously stairs from inside the car by a teacher who was following Jungkook, his student. They just wanted to continuously see the smile, that dumb bunny smile of his student. But the stupid school came sooner than expected and he overtook the boy just to reach before Jungkook him and stole a glance of him from rear view mirror. Meanwhile, Jungkook entered into his classroom where all students were busy gossiping. He took his usual seat beside the window. Then the classes started and Jungkook got bored, but then entered Kim Taehyung, the strict maths teacher. As handsome as he appears, the more the stricter he was, so all students silently take their seats and no one dared to talk in his presence. But Jungkook was busy laughing with his benchmate Jimin, who was telling him about his boyfriend. They did not know that Taehyung has entered. But Taehyung, whose whole focus was always being on Jungkook, watched him talking to a boy, laughing with him. He does not like it. He never likes when Jungkook talks to others. So he stepped towards Jungkook's bench and placed his hand on his bench with a loud thud. Jungkook, surprised, looked up and became scared, finding him. John Jungkook, don't know you how to behave in the classroom? Jungkook, I'm sorry sir. He teared up. But shut up. You will be punished. Go and stand outside the class. Now. Taehyung shouted. Jungkook, embarrassed, left the class and stood outside with his hand down. Taehyung teased the students and checked on Jungkook, whose eyes were leaving tears like a waterfall. Standing outside the classroom alone. Tae, stop crying and follow me. Taehyung's period was last before school ended, so he thought to work on his plan and ordered Jungkook to come with him to his office. Taehyung entered inside his office and sat on his chair. In front, Jungkook was standing with his eyes down. Taehyung opened his mini fridge beside his table and took a juice can and opened it. The flick sound made Jungkook look up. Tae, Jungkook, I did not expect this from you. How can you be so immature and childish? Jungkook, sir, sorry, I was wrong. I will not repeat it, he said softly, and the sweet voice of Jungkook calmed the angry teacher down. So he pulled a banana milk bottle and passed it to Jungkook. Tae, okay, stop crying and drink this. Jungkook shyly took the milk bottle as it was his favorite, and Taehyung knew that's why he especially bought this. Jungkook took a sip and watched Taehyung, who also took a sip from his juice. Jungkook standing, kept drinking, and Taehyung's eyes focused on his pink, delicious lips, so soft and so kissable with each gulp. And then it happens. When Taehyung wanted, Jungkook suddenly felt darkness in front of his eyes. His balance fell and he took support of the nearby chair to keep himself standing. His legs wobbled and his head felt dizzy. Then he sat on the chair and faints there. Taehyung smirked because he has mixed the sleeping pills in the bottle which Jungkook drank. He moved towards the boy and touched his shoulder, calling his name. No response. Good. Perfect. That's what he wanted. He strided towards the door and locked it from inside, feeling excited. He then watched the way Jungkook looked ethereal even in sleep. His hand moved to remove the hairs from his eyes. He moved it slowly to the boy's pretty lips and tapped on them. Tae carried Jungkook in his arms and sat on his chair. with Jungkook on his one thigh. He then finally cupped the boy's cheek and bited on his lower lip. He pulled back, and damn, he can't wait anymore. And he captured the boy's lips, kissing him desperately with all his knees pants aggressively, roughly. When he parted, Jungkook's lips were more fluffy, reddish, swollen. He wiped the saliva off them with his fingers. He kissed the boy's forehead, mumbling, "You are mine, just mine. Today I forgive you. It doesn't mean it will happen next time too. So consider it your last chance. Okay, baby boy?" His tone was angry, possessive, obsessed. After staring at Jungkook for some more time, Taehyung carried him to his car and drove to their locality as they both are neighbors. Near Jungkook's house, Taehyung tapped on his cheeks and Jungkook slowly opened his eyes. Jungkook, sir? Yes. Jungkook, I'm here, but we were in your office, no? Yes, Jungkook, but I think you felt weak and you fainted in my office. So I took you your home by my car. Okay, sir, thank you. And he left the car, bowing to his teacher. He entered to his home's pathway, while Taehyung parked his car to opposite house and turned to take a glance at Jungkook. Then he entered inside and changed his clothes. He is happy. He kissed his baby boy. He felt so good, and the need desire get more bigger. He pulled the binoculars from cupboard and went to the window to peek inside the boy's room, which he loved to do always. Meanwhile, Jungkook had dropped his bag on his bed and now removed his t-shirt to change, and they just shamelessly stared at the boy's back. His eyes were full of desire. At the moment, he just wanted Jungkook to be closer to him. He wanted to make Jungkook his. Few days passed. Taehyung, being himself, always stalked the boy on his way to school. Because due to extra classes, the school closed late, and being concerned for his safety, Taehyung talked to his parents and told them they come back at the same time, so why not he gave lift to Jungkook, and they agreed. Taehyung loved their rides back. He always pampers the boy, buying him chocolates, ice cream, banana milk, and Jungkook shyly accepts them. And God, Taehyung loves the blush that comes on his fluffy cheeks, making them pink, and they so badly want to pull them and bite on them, but he kept his feelings under control. Morning, Jungkook gets down for breakfast, and after that his mom told that they are going out for town for 2 days, so take care of himself. He then went back to his room thinking what should he do now. For some time he scrolled in mobile, then he called his friend to have fun and watch some movies. Meanwhile, Taehyung, who was watching the boy lying on his bed, saw the boy went down again. He came to the balcony and saw Jimin is out of Jungkook's house. Jungkook opened the gate and hugged Jimin, and Taehyung's blood boiled. They entered inside. They again hoped to see him, but the boys remained downstairs, and they paced around the room in frustration. He can only peek into Jungkook's room, so he don't have any idea where the boy is or what they are doing, and it irritates him. Both the boys decided to play outside in the backyard, and they started playing catch ball there. And suddenly, to catch ball, they both ran and bumped into each other, and Jungkook fell on top of Jimin. Jungkook looked at the winning Jimin, who was hurt, and laughed while still sitting above him. Jungkook, the sudden voice surprised him. Taehyung, who came out to see them, shouted his name because the position, the closeness he did not like. He strided to them, pulled Jungkook up by his arms towards himself. Jimin looked at them silently. Your parents called me to take care of you and your food for the next 2 days, so come to my house. Then Taehyung turned to Jimin, calling his name. And I think it's enough playing for today, so go back to your home, Jimin, and remember to bring your homework to school. Hearing this, Jimin gulped and thought, where did I trap? Ah, I hate to do maths, and he greeted Jungkook bye and ran from there. Jungkook tried to go inside but they pulled him into his chest, told him to come with him in his house. Jungkook trembled in his arms and said, "Sir, my things." "No need. Take them later." Still caging Jungkook in his arms. And then for the first time, Jungkook entered inside Taehyung's vintage-looking house. The vintage look attracted him. They saw his curious moving here and there, smiled and left to kitchen for cooking. Meanwhile, Jungkook just toured around and reached upstairs. They called Jungkook but no answer came and he panicked, not finding him. So he ran upstairs and there he was. "Jungkook!" he shouted and ran there. And then he did the unexpected. He slapped Jungkook. The impact was strong that Jungkook fell on the floor on his knees. A sudden loud cry erupted from his throat and he covered his face. Taehyung realized what he did. He bended down and hugged the boy. "I'm sorry, sorry baby, I'm so sorry." Jungkook cried in his arms. Taehyung cupped his cheeks and saw that his handprint is on the boy's adorable cheek. He caressed the skin slowly. He felt guilty. His heart pained. "I'm sorry Jungkook, but you should not open anyone's personal room. Okay?" Jungkook nodded because he is at fault. He was wrong, but he felt pain because of the slap. Now seeing Tae's calm down. "Okay, let's go and have dinner, okay?" As they climbed down, Taehyung turned to look at his room's doors and breathed. Because if he was a bit late, all the hard work to make Jungkook his has been gone in drain. His room, his secret, it has a whole 5 feet size of Jungkook's sinful picture just because he has secretly taken when Jungkook was changing. They had their dinner together silently. After dinner, they made Jungkook sit on the couch to apply medicines. The cheek was looking bad and he don't want the cheek to be swollen next morning. When Taehyung was focusing on the work, Jungkook noticed the way his shirts covered his forehead, giving him a young boy look. His wings appear when he stretched his hand, his dark eyes staring at his face. How will it feel if his big veiny hand will grab me by my waist? It attracted Jungkook and he blinked rapidly to remove the dirty thoughts out of his mind. Done. I should go now. Taehyung, wait, stop. You will be alone in your house. It's not safe. Stay here. They then took the guest room and told him call him if needed something and sleep comfortably. That night, Tae and Jungkook both laid awake on their beds. One being first time attracted to his teacher and other, even after having his love so close, can't be more close to him. After that day, Jungkook used to stare at Taehyung secretly too. When they came in class, he noticed his veiny hands, the way they moved, the way he spoke, and sweetly to him in car, in house. He think he is in love with Taehyung. Evening, Jungkook knocked on Tae's doors. Who opened it? Jungkook gulped as Taehyung was bare from his chest and wearing only lower. Jungkook, Mr. Kim, my parents are not home tonight. So, okay, Jungkook, come inside, Taehyung said. They both entered inside, sitting on the couch. Jungkook I saw his abs, his muscular chest. He gulped down, looking away. Tae, are you hungry, baby? Jungkook nodded in rage, and Taehyung chuckled deeply. Okay, wait for me, I will come in minutes. Then we will go out for dinner. He stood up and left for the room, and Jungkook's eyes roamed on his back. Soon they come out, and they both left for the restaurant, which Taehyung liked. While having dinner, Tae's mood was good, but when they sat inside the car to go back, Jungkook noticed he is angry. His hand tightly held the steering wheel, his jaw locked, and he has not said or smiled towards Jungkook. Taehyung was angry because the idiot waiter stared at Jungkook. How dare he? He is angry. It's his fault to bring Jungkook there. As they reached, Jungkook followed Taehyung into house as he always stayed with Taehyung when his parents left. So first Taehyung unlocked the door and gestured Jungkook to go in. Jungkook entered and heard the door being locked, and the next sound he found himself pinned to the wall. He lips parted while looking at Tae, who just had red eyes and pinning him. Mr. Kim, Taehyung silenced Jungkook by kissing him forcefully, who protested. His hand punched Tae's muscular chest, but no use. He pulled Tae's hair and irritated Taehyung. twisted his wrist and held them behind his back. Jungkook's hand pained and tears left from his eyes. He struggled, turning his face away, but Taehyung did not stop. He kissed his cheeks, his chin, his neck, giving him a kiss. Jungkook cried loudly and trembled in his arms. Taehyung stopped and hugged him tightly. Mr. Kim, please leave me, crying. Taehyung parted and cupped his cheek in regret. He is so stupid. He cursed himself. Tae tapped on his cheeks. Hey baby, listen, I'm sorry now. Baby, I'm sorry, okay? No, let me go, please. No, never, baby. You are mine. I love you, baby. I hate it when other looks at mine. Your smile, your all attention should be mine only. My anger took over the worst of me, baby. I'm sorry, please calm down. They hugged him and Jungkook calmed down slowly in his arms. After 15 minutes, Taehyung carried a sleeping Jungkook in his arms to his room as he hid the big picture now. He laid down the boy and laid beside him and covered them both with the blanket. He caressed his swollen eyes from so much crying and slept. And he also slept beside him. Next morning, Jungkook woke up and found himself in the arms of Taehyung and his face closely. But he blushed now, thinking about how Taehyung has confessed his love. He loves Tae too. He hid his face in Tae's chest, snuggling closer. Jungkook looked at him, and Taehyung kissed his forehead. Good morning, baby. Good morning, Tae. Tae, he teased the blushing boy. Hey, baby, I'm sorry, okay? I love you so much, so please be mine. I love you too, Tae, so much. But I was scared. But Tae, what will happen now? We are boyfriends, right? Tae, who said we are boyfriends? Serious voice. Jungkook teared up, thinking that Tae is not serious about him. Tae saw his saddened expressions. Oh my baby, I was just kidding. We are boyfriends, lovers, anything you want. He wiped Koo's tears, who punched him, mumbling, Meanie. Tae laughed and kissed his forehead. Baby, you know now, we can't let anyone know about our relation. I will wait for you to become graduated and work on your dreams. Jungkook looked into Tae's eyes. Then I will declare to the world proudly that you are mine. And Jungkook, heart thumped fastly. He hugged him tightly. I love you, he whispered. Forever. The end. Also, special part is only for subscribers. And to watch next, I have pinned the video on the screen for you to watch next the special video. I hope you will like it. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye. Bye, guys.